My neighbor spent $52,000 on a brand new minivan last month. Yesterday, he stood in my driveway asking me 23 years rebuilding transmissions if he'd blown it. I didn't answer him. I'll answer you instead, because 3 minivans are sitting on used lots right now that salesmen practically apologize for, and one of them has an engine I'd bet my paycheck hits 400,000 miles. Let me show you all 3. Here's the thing about minivans. The market treats them like dishwashers. Nobody brags about one, nobody's buddies are impressed, so the resale price falls off a cliff years before anything under the hood wears out. That gap between what they're worth and what they cost is where the smart money hides. I've put my own family in these and dozens of customers. We'll go deepest on number 1 because number 1 is the one that answers my neighbor's question. Number 3, the Dodge Grand Caravan. I can hear you groaning. Stay with me, because this is the most misunderstood vehicle on any lot in the country. Everybody dunks on this van and nobody respects it, and that contempt is the whole reason a clean one cost about what a used Civic does. Last spring, a young couple came in, first baby on the way, scared of buying a money pit. They'd been quoted $26,000 on a certified Odyssey, and the husband asked what I'd buy with $12 grand instead. I told him to hunt down a 2018 or 2019 Grand Caravan SXT with the 3.6 under 80,000 miles. He bought one for $13,500. That was 14 months ago. Repairs since? An oil change, wiper blades, and a cabin filter. Here's what most people miss about the later Caravans. From 2011 on, Chrysler dropped in the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, about 283 horsepower, now in more than 10 million vehicles across Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Chrysler. What that means for you, every parts store stocks it. Every mechanic has rebuilt a dozen. No waiting on a dealer. I won't sell you a fairy tale though. The early 2011 to 2013 Pentastars had a left cylinder head problem and cooling gremlins, which is why I pointed that couple at 2018 and 2019. The one weak spot that lingers is an oil filter housing that can crack and weep oil, but the updated part is aluminum cheap, an hour of labor. Worst case, your checklist. First, look at the front of the engine for an oily film around that filter housing. A little seepage isn't a deal breaker, it's a $500 discount. Second, the 6-speed lasts if the fluid was changed, so ask for records and feel the 1 to 2 shift cold. Third, the Caravan Special. Work both power sliding doors and the liftgate 5 times each because dead door motors are this van's calling card. Fourth, peel up the stow and go carpet and check those wells for water and rust. Who should buy it? Anyone who hauls people and gear and won't lose sleep over it. Who should skip it? If resale matters, look away. These depreciate like a phone. The stakes: buy right at 12 to 14 grand, run it to 200,000, spend maybe $3,000 total. But if you want that reliability in a nicer cabin, this next one almost nobody knows about. Number 2, the Kia Sedona. This is the van that genuinely makes me sad when it rolls in because there's almost never anything wrong with it, and I can see the owner braced for bad news that never comes. A couple years back, a retired teacher brought in a 2017 Sedona swearing it had a noise. We drove it, lifted it, pulled codes. The noise was a pebble wedged in a brake bracket. I flicked it out, charged her nothing, and she stood there sure I was hiding something. People don't trust a Kia that just works because their brain is stuck in 2004, and that bias is why you'll pay thousands less than this van deserves. Here's the engineering. The 2015 redesign brought a 3.3-liter Lambda V6, naturally aspirated timing chain, no belt to snap, no turbo to cook, paired with a proven 6-speed and an 8-speed from 2019 on. No CVT, no dual clutch gamble. Repair Pal rates it 4.0 out of 5 and ranks it first out of 8 minivans. Now the warranty, and pay attention because people get this wrong online. Kia's famous 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage is for the original owner only. Buy it used and you drop to 5 years or 60,000 miles from the in-service date. Still better than almost any brand gives you, but check that date before you fall in love. Checklist. First, oil. The 2016 drew consumption complaints, so pull the dipstick and demand records. Second, and I can't stress this enough, the power sliding doors. Kia extended the warranty on these because they failed so often. Owners reported a dragging, crunching sound on close, so cycle both and listen. Who should buy it? Anyone who wants a van with a little dignity. The SX and SXL interiors embarrass pricier vehicles. Who should skip it? If you tow heavy or need max cargo, it's a hair tight. And never gamble on a high mileage early one with no records when clean ones are everywhere. So that's two vans that outlast their price tag, but number one is the one that answers my neighbor, and it beats his new Sienna using Toyota's own engine to do it. Number 1. The old V6 Toyota Sienna. Here's the twist nobody says out loud. The minivan that'll outlast a new $50,000 Sienna is in an old Sienna. The V6 built from 2011 through 2020, before Toyota killed the engine that made it a legend. In 2021, they went hybrid only, a 4-cylinder, 2 electric motors, a high-voltage battery, and a CVT. It's efficient and probably reliable, but that's a lot more to break and a lot more to fix. Meanwhile, the engine they threw away, the 2GR FE 3.5-liter V6, is one of the toughest things Toyota ever built. Same family as the Camry, Highlander, and Lexus RX 350. Lotus literally bought it for their sports cars. One owner logged over 551,000 miles. Know the sweet spot. The bullseye is 2015 to 2016, the last years with the original V6 and bulletproof 6-speed. In 2017, Toyota moved to direct injection and a new 8-speed with teething problems. By 2020, they perfected it. 81 out of 100 on JD Power. The loaded pick of the budget's there. A woman came in 2 years ago dead set on the $50,000 hybrid, just wanting me to bless it. I told her about my brother-in-law's 2016, the one I maintain. Bought used near $18,000, now past 190,000 miles on nothing but brakes, tires, fluids, and one set of plugs. She found a clean 2017 and banked 30 grand. Checklist. The 2GR is bulletproof, but weeps from valve or cover gaskets and timing seals. Cheap insurance, not a reason to run. Feel for clean shifts, especially on any 2017 up 8-speed. Cycle every door and the liftgate. My pro tip on all three, find one an empty nester baby. Every service stamped. Garaged between grandkid runs. That's a new van wearing an old odometer. So there it is, 3 minivans the market forgot, but mechanics didn't. The Grand Caravan with a Pentastar and 10 million vehicles, selling for civic money. The Sedona, the highest rated van nobody trusts because of the badge. And the old V6 Sienna, the 500,000-mile legend that quietly outlasts the new hybrid wearing its name. As for my neighbor, I finally told him the truth. The new one's fine, but a clean 2016 V6 would have banked him 30 grand and handed him the engine more likely to see 400,000 miles. High mileage on the right engine just means it's barely getting started. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. I've got more breakdowns coming on the vehicles dealers push versus the ones that actually make sense. Take care of the right one, and it'll take care of your family for a very long time. I'll see you in the next one.